Okay, I'm back now. Good afternoon, everyone. We'll be with you in just 1 minute. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this National Basketball League Division 1 game against Reading Rockets versus Worcester Wolves. I'm Todd Lindley and I'm joined by Matt Johnson.
Good afternoon and welcome to Todd's first game calling live. So feel free to put comments in the chat on the YouTube
feel
page.
Feel free to give me some tips. I'm all for it.
All advice, greatly accepted. We're live and tip off in 4 minutes and 30 seconds from John Medeski Academy, and you'll be seeing all the action here and hopefully listening to something more interesting than just me and Todd blithering on.
So, Matt, tell us a little bit about the Rockets and how they've prepared for this game so far.
Like a lot of teams, Todd, broken practice really. We're very fortunate, as we know around the country, to have basketball going on. So first thing is that, to everyone out there that is not getting their games that they used to go to, well, we hope this is a little bit of a tonic for you. And Rockets here and Worcester as well have been in the same boat, really. They've had very disruptive practices, players in, players out, coaches in, coaches out. Injuries, like no other season we've seen. So I think everyone's relieved to be back on the court. We're hopefully now looking that, aren't we, for another couple of months? We're looking to the sun is shining down the future, but preparation is always going to be difficult. And as I'll talk about a bit later, the rosters for every team in this division change weekly from all of those, from Ipswich to Thames Valley to Worcester, Reading, all the teams that we're looking at. So rosters are going to be a really important part of who's fit and who's healthy.
And what part of that, when you talk about the rosters side of it, what part of that is the COVID side of it and how it changes background? Because a lot of people don't realise the effect of which COVID has on some of the players. It's been a massive one for them.
Yeah, and I was talking to Ben Fisher, at the Rockets, and we were talking about this the other day. I think we underestimate as a virus that it's not just the 2 week time, window where players are out. And there's a number of our players were post COVID, and coaches were feeling the effects 7-8 weeks later.
Yeah.
So it's a really good question, because it's not just about that. I'm out for 2 weeks or I'm isolating. Some players have been isolating for 2 weeks and then they're not able to practice. They're doing stuff
to do the cardiovascular fitness.
Absolutely, they can't, and you lose timing. And this game, as you're about to see, is so fast that if you're slightly out of kilter, I think if you're watching the men's games as well, you'll see when the women came back and the men came back, it's really interesting because there's a lot more turnovers, a lot more little mistakes. They haven't lost skill. Timing is the first thing that goes. So be really interested to see which coaches have managed to get their players up to the tempo that they need to get up to the intensity that's needed. And also they've got to use the whole team. There's not a team now where they're playing 6 players. That just doesn't happen anymore right now. And hey, that's a great thing if you're a player, right?
You're going to get minutes in. You got.
Absolutely. So we're excited to see what's going to happen. Both teams young as well. One predominantly university team and a predominantly high school team with a couple of university players as well. So which is the scene around the league as well, with Kohler and Ipswich and a number of this. It's a very young league. So a little bit of experience, a little bit of maturity in close games goes a long way. So Reading will be looking for Candela and maybe Sitota to lead with some of the bigger plays, maybe Galia, and then we don't know the Worcester team too well yet. We're going to find out, but we know that Nuri, who's one of the most dominant players in the league, is probably not going to be playing today. So another thing to look out for.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about the impact of the big side, we see a lot more players playing more minutes now from different areas of the court, for just getting out there. How's that important for the young players?
Yeah, well, do you want to go through the rosters first, and then we'll pick up that question?
Oh, yes, so definitely. So we've got number 4, Corin Burgess, who we know has got a slight injury.
Yeah.
Number 5, Sayo San Francisco. Number 6, Mia Thompson. Number 7, Jessie Ford. Number 8, Nahir San Martin. Number 9, Candela Hermina Nunez, who's the captain of the Reading Rockets. Number 10, Daisy Thompson. Number 11, Satoto Espinosa. 13, Heather Maxwell. 14, Ava Luzon. And 15, Gaia Comenciena.
Well done, Todd. For the first time, you've done that great. And we can tell you from there that Corianne Burgess won't be playing, and Tyra as well is out with an injury. So we've got a couple of squads getting bigger, but very young. First thing you'll see is that 4 of the girls that are starting that game are in the under-18 program as well. So yes. Really interesting to see that a very young lineup. But what do we know about the Rockets team? We know about Coach Luca, and we should also say Coach Charlie Haynes is the assistant. And before we go to the Worcester roster, we'll talk to you about, we'll mention Charlie a little bit more. Otherwise, he'll get upset, and all those Worcester minions that will be no doubt chanting his name at the moment. So let's have a look at the Worcester team as they start coming out.
So for the Worcester team, we have number 4, Shanice Turner. Number 5, Caroline Marquez. Number 6, Jessie Rowlands. Number 7, Estella Maloney. Number 8, Emma Baptista. Number 9, Imogen Yaud. Number 10, Jess Baker. Number 11, Georgia Darby. Number 12, Nuri Calderon. Number 13, Shona Williams. Number 14, Grace Bunnell. And number 15, Layla Hall.
I mean, that deserves a round of applause. And obviously we've got Coach Ryan Emery against Coach Luca for the Rockets. And the players are up and running in this Div 1 game as
Jessie Ford grabs the ball.
Well, great start inside. Jessie Ford, the assist to Galia, who hooks it over. I mean, it's a really interesting time. We'll see if Rockets can manage that. We're a really guard-orientated league as well. So interesting to see how Big's defence goes. It's the first steal of the game from Siwa. Assist to Jessie Ford on the run. Rockets with a turnover again.
It's just something we're going to see all throughout the game, Matt, is the high pressure from the Rockets. Yeah,
I mean, we're only 48 seconds in or whatever we are, 38 seconds in, and it feels like we've been here 10 minutes, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Coach Luque throughout the week, and he said he's going to focus on the full court press, and the same with Worcester when he was talking to me. They both teams like to press, Matt, and it'll be interesting to see if they can carry this on for the whole game. Yeah, I mean, let's have a look, because you're going to see coaches will change stuff when teams start to break it down. And Sito picks it off, and she's out. I mean, unbelievable pace. And that's timeout from Ryan Emery. And I'm going to say, Todd, I think that probably is a good timeout. It's frequently these are a little bit early, and maybe coach will look back at it and say, oh, I don't know, but they've struggled to get a shot in the first 3 or 4 possessions. They've turned the ball over against that Rockets pressure that we've seen from this, the coaching staff as well. This is the way they like to play. This means that we always get the best out of the entire group of players, especially through the academy ages. So Coach Emery's got some work to be doing now, because he needs to settle his team down. He also needs to run stuff that's going to get them something where they feel some self-confidence. So I'm fully expecting, coming out after this, to see probably the best set, the best offense that Worcester will have. They'll probably try and get it into the hands of Shanice or one of the other more experienced girls, and see if they can get a good shot. That's the first thing you need to know. You need to see the ball going in the basket. Yeah,
otherwise,
builds the confidence up straight away. Easy a little bit.
Yeah, and I think any of the players or any of the coaches that are out there, you can relate to these situations. This game has got 39 minutes left yet, so there's no need to worry. There's no need to panic. But actually, it's just about, we've had a practice. We know what we're doing. We knew what to expect. But it's different prepping against the sort of pressure that you're going to get and actually executing against it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you never know in the situation of the game what could happen. I mean, you could have like a small issue early doors and then regain it. Like you say, we have 39 minutes left of this game.
Exactly. So we got the scoreboard is saying 6-0 to Rockets. 3, and here we go again, right up the floor. And this is, to be honest, this is the right way that Coach Luke has really set out. That, you know, if you're going to play against us, you're going to have to get the ball down the floor against pressure. And Worcester seemed a bit more settled. Good pass. Yeah. There we go. We said to me straight away, much more composed Worcester offense. Really, really good in terms of keeping the ball alive, getting it to the right cutter, and they get themselves a pair of free throws. So they'll want to see one of these or two of these drop in, and everyone can calm down.
Yeah, most definitely needed after this sort of shaky start.
There you go.
There's the one. There's first points for Worcester on the board.
There we go. So there's no lid on the basket for anyone. Everyone can relax.
And then she makes both free throws.
2 for 2.
Straight away, Satota runs up the court. Pass that in out of bounds. Unfortunately, at the moment, we can't actually get the full, at this location, we can't actually see the full court, so it was difficult to see that on the camera. As a layup from Worcester.
Yeah, and number 5, Carolyn Marquez, good skills, reverse layup. And now suddenly the game's already got a much more even posture to it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Straight away. Nice move inside. And good rebound from Jessie. And picked up by Worcester.
Very high tempo early doors, mate, isn't it? Very, very high tempo.
Yeah.
Foul.
Another one.
We're just going to see a replay on that move.
Yeah, great stuff. What nice move by Marquez Carolina. And
she goes to line for 2, Matt.
Yeah, and you see a lot of differences now as Rockets make a sub. I think that is actually a blood substitution. Cyrus gone out. Candela, captain's coming in.
So we have 89 viewers at the moment. Let us know what you think on the game. We're always going to be looking at the comments, so if you've got any comments you want to put out to us, we'll happily read them and see what you think.
Great stuff. Over 90 people viewing, as well as those people following the live stats. Another steal by Wolves. Good defense. And
rebound by Candela.
Yeah, I mean, you can feel when you're in this building. Again, we're not even into the 3rd minute really, and we've now got timeout by Coach Luke to manage a 6-0 run against him. And how great is that? Coach Emery's jumping up and down. He's happy with everything.
Complete difference to what we just saw about 2 minutes ago.
Completely different. And that to me is where the beauty of this game is. One timeout by Worcester, completely change and calm his team down. They break the press from Rockets. They get 4 free throws. They get a layup backdoor. And now the whole game has just changed complexion. And that's the beauty of this. And that's for all the younger players that are watching a bit and having to manage these moments and having to manage the moments and the runs and everything else that we're going to get. So let's keep an eye on it. And there's 90 of you, 91 of you now. So let's keep building that. Let's share the link out wherever we can. And
up to 100 now, Matt, as well.
Let's get. We're into triple figures. We've got a ton. Great stuff. So
you celebrate that in most sports, I mean.
And if you're a follower of Worcester and you have a player that you're particularly supporting or something you want us to shout out, then chuck it in the comments and Todd will read that out with us. But how great is it to be seeing good quality basketball, and all hail the women's game, and it's getting better and better. So here we go, 6-all, 3 fouls for Rockets, none for Worcester. Tells another story, and game on. Ball coming in. Just underneath us, into Jessie Ford. Sideline out of bounds for Rockets. Candela, it's a great pass. Naya just misses the little lefty underneath. Again, defensive pressure.
It's good ball movement though from Worcester, moving the ball around. Shirley's turn.
First perimeter shot thrown up. And referee Ian Green. And that one you can see just the air ball fumbled out of bounds by the Rockets, and everyone diving on it to save the possession. Ball in Worcester's favour. End line. Nice out of bounds as well.
And Rockets fouling again, Matt.
Yeah, and Coach Luca's going to be frustrated, and he's only going to be frustrated because they would have seen that out of bounds play and they would have known how to defend it, and I think the players would know how to defend it. But as we said, it's one thing knowing it, it's another thing doing it, and that's part of the journey of a young player. And young Nye, 16 years old, leaves the game after what seems like an age.
I mean, it feels like we've been here.
2 free throws. Estella Maloney on the line, just misses the first one. Second one makes a little adjustment, a little bit too long. She's gone 2 for 4 now from the free throw line. Jessie for the drive.
Both teams seem to be very strong in their defence there, Matt.
Yeah. Let's see how that goes as the game progresses. There'll be a lot of changes by the coaches. Both of them making changes already in this game. It's only 3 minutes. 3 minutes in. Tough pass in. Candela with a tough move to the bucket. Just rims out. Foul called. Yeah, foul. Candela just a little bit late. Coach is going to be disappointed there as well, and Coach Luque is just saying to Candela, as a reminder that we are in the team penalty and we fouled them, I think the coach will say 94 feet away from the basket, and now we've given Shona Williams 2 free throws. Jessie takes a break. In comes Saiwa. Foul was there. It is. There's Candelo going, just rims out and just reaches in to try and stop the fast break. First free throw. Nothing but net.
I believe that's called a swish, isn't it? There,
well, Todd, you're already sounding like a basketballer.
Second one off the rim, collected by Galia.
Yeah, Cito attacks. Good defense by Worcester, really good. Rockets under 8 seconds now in the clock. They find Galia. Nice, beautiful step through. Just comes out. Foul called.
Oh, you can hear the reaction from the Worcester Wolves there off the bench.
Yep. And
replay coming in now.
Yeah, you can see it's a great step through as well by Galia. Good footwork, and then just goes over the top. And referees have to call that foul. It's one that the players hate, as Coach Emery is there talking to Shanice Turner. As Shanice and Estella discuss what should be happening. Another free throw. And this is the swing side of when your team plays so aggressively, as Batista drops the second free throw as well. In comes Eva. And the swing side to that is when the scoreboard will tell us that it's 9-6 down, but it's a 9-0 run from Worcester, but it's a 5-0 foul count. And what that means is that every time that Rockets now foul, we're out of bounds. Every time Rockets foul, Worcester are getting 2 free throws. So the easiest way to score in the game is layups and free throws. And the extended defense, great block by Eva, straight in off the bench. Syra just mishandling it to her teammate there. Cito with a step through and foul called against Worcester. And that foul is against number 8.
That's
Emma Batista.
It's really interesting to see that the Rockets are already in foul trouble, and that's the first Worcester Wolves foul.
Yeah, and that's that'll give Cito 2 shots. Cito's having a really good season already. I was about to say shooting the ball well, but I thought I'd wait.
Thought I'd wait. Yeah. Thought you'd wait until it goes in and goes, okay, yeah, cool, we're good.
2 for 2 for Cito.
Here's the replay now.
And this is and I think Worcester will feel this is. Batista will feel a little bit aggrieved at this. She got really good position. Probably, maybe not quite as upright as she could be. Much better defense by Rockets one-on-one. Layla Hall just come into the game as a centre. Another good rebound by Eva, and foul in transition called. That could well be a really good foul if it was meant, as they've stopped the fast break.
So also that goes into these games, there's a lot of volunteer work and for the referees as well. There's a lot of people that go in to get a game like this, especially in these sort of times, up and running. Matt, can you just quickly talk about that from a Rockets perspective and the team's perspective, how it goes about and all the volunteers and how important they are?
Yeah, I think Basketball England does a good job of really rewarding volunteers, and now, well, we didn't used to do that before. Great defence, one-on-one defence. Sorry, Todd. And I think, you've got really good quality referees that are now doing a lot more work with Basketball England as well, reviewing games. And, some of that is to do with the great media that we can now get. So all games are filmed, so it's a lot easier for an official to see where they should be or things that they could have done well or haven't done so well. Another good defence from Candela.
Rebound, grab by Sitota.
Yeah, and that sort of thing is we see when Sitota is such a good rebounder for a position. Another turnover by Rockets. But Sito's such a good rebounder for her position that she can rebound and run, and that's one of the advantages of being able to be a multi-skilled athlete, able to grip it off the rim and put it on the floor and get down the floor quickly and pass the ball ahead of you. So we'll see that, I'm sure, for most of the game. Here we go. Worcester struggling a bit to get it up the floor. One-on-one now. Last play we saw Daisy Thompson just miss a tough layup over the centre. Pick and roll from Worcester. Draws the defence, kick it out. Can they finish the play? 3 seconds, just missed it. Stolen by San Francisco, and they're off and running. Candela really likes that. Eva just misses it. And that's going to be a tough place to attack there against Layla Hall. Tall, long, rangy athlete. Be difficult to score over her. So we'll see whether coach looks at that. Rockets, I think that might be their 7th foul now.
Batista at the line again.
Yeah, absolutely. Very good with the ball. Very good one-on-one.
And the first one, good.
Yeah, good free throw shooter as well. And you'll be able to see if you're on the live stats that Worcester have scored a lot of points from this exact spot. So interestingly, in a modern game of perimeter shooting and everything else, Worcester have managed to get themselves.
Great pass.
Yeah, another little chippy layup underneath, missed. Coach Luca will probably be saying, I think there's a lot of contact there, ref. Here's Karina Marquez had a good start to the game, and Imogen Yaud. Step back, and here we go. And we just, like Sito just missed a pass ahead of her. Sarah's got it. Into the last 4 minutes of the first half. Feels like been a long way. Sito with a deep three. Good looking shot as well. Nice pass by Sarah. It's kick to Candela. Finds Sito again. Nice move with the righty hook, and great rebound. Yeah, absolutely. Really well worked, I think, by Rockets there. Kept the ball alive. Second possessions.
And with 3 minutes to go in this first quarter, we're back to a 1 point game.
Yeah, great. And let's just hope it stays like this all the way through, because this is the sort of basketball that there's 125 people wanting to watch. And there you go, like that's a tough one where Daisy Thompson's been in the game a couple of minutes and gets switched on to the much longer athlete of Layla Hall. And there's the little, as you see on the replay, you see beautiful touch by Candela. That's a tough little shot, that 10-footer. Really high level of skill to knock that down at pace. It'd be interesting to see how the coaches manage these lineups, with Ryan Emery gone with his real only true centre. As Layla makes the first one. And credit to Worcester from 0-6 down. They're on a 12-4 run now. And there's another good rebound by Eva. Good timing. Much shorter, but long arms. Got after it. Perimeter defense into the game is Jessie Rowlands, number 6 for Worcester. Jessie, a Solent and an ex-Solent, ex-Reading. I'm sure her mum Sarah and dad Andy will be watching. Andy himself used to play for the club in 1923. I'm only kidding, Andy. If you're watching this, I'm really sorry. I couldn't resist. That we played together back in probably 1998, when I was much better looking, if you're seeing the camera. Any comments at coming in yet, Todd? Any supporters for either team?
Lots of support here for Worcester.
Good. Candela makes the first one. One more to tie the game. Tied up. Both teams shooting really well from the free throw line as well.
Fast break.
Nice move. Good catch as well. We'll try and see if we can read out some of his comments. I knew it. Andy Rowlands. Not here to support the players. I'm here to support Coach Johnson. If only, Andy, if only. Worcester with good ball reversal. Foul called on Sito, number 11. Hands in, is what the ref says. And let's see if we can pick out some of these others. Lyndon Weyer-Brown is saying Todd is great. So that must obviously be a relation.
Oh, I mean,
2 more free throws. There we go.
First one's good.
Again, Worcester really good on the line. I think they've only maybe missed one. Two out of 2 again.
Very strong free throw shooting performance here.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's, 116 of you that are watching, and you'll be seeing
Mia Thompson for free.
Yeah, then that does what it says on the tin as well. Mia's a great shooter, just come in the game. Good steal by Siwa. And yeah, we're just having a look through, and B-Ball Docs. Nice to hear your comments as well. And wow, we have replays. we absolutely do have replays. I think that does make the viewing experience so much better. First three, good offensive rebound by the Wolves. Really, really good offense. Great basketball, Todd. Great basketball. Batista for the three. And as you can see in her face, that meant a lot to her as Worcester extend their lead. 7-point difference now from being 6-0 down. Foul called. And unbelievably, Worcester still not in the penalty. That's their 4th team foul.
Incoming replay here, Matt.
Yeah. And here's Batista, and you can just see the ball bottom of the net, and you can see the roar in her eyes. That meant a lot. And great. I mean, some shots, although they're worth the same on the scoreboard, are worth so much more to your group as well. Batista, one of the leaders for Worcester. And then she knocks down a big three. Look out for her later in the game when she comes back in as well. Hand off. Candela with the drive. Great pass. And we're going to pick that up later. Shot clock down to 5-4. Cito misses the three. More great effort on the boards by much smaller guards. Kicked out. Baseline jumper. Worcester go 21-12 up as Rockets try and completely different feel to this one. Yeah, Rockets get another deflection on it. Stolen. Cito with the layup. Rockets are fighting back in the last 50 seconds of this, what feels like it's the 10th quarter. Stolen again by Thompson. Can Rockets? There's another layup. What a swing.
Here we go.
What a game.
Back and forth, Matt.
Yeah. And
another steal.
Another one as Rockets go 6-0.
And Ryan Emery has called a timeout late in this first quarter.
Yeah, and you can see the replays of Rockets just running in layups on the stream. And Coach Thorne, who's coached in this division actually for many a year, says right on time, need a timeout. It just says we need a timeout. Worcester needed a timeout, and guess what? They call a timeout. And as we all get our breath here, this is a 3-point game, and Worcester from 6-0 down, if you couldn't join us at the beginning, looking like a team that could have come in and lost by a big margin, totally turn the tables, shoot the ball well, knock down their free throws. Coach navigates it through a really tough patch, come back to 21-12, and now look what we've got. 3 layups in a row by the Rockets after great defense. So, Todd, it's your first game on the mic, and it's a good one for you.
Oh, it's an absolute roller coaster at the moment, Matt. I'm hanging on for dear life with it. The pace of going up from each end, it's unbelievable. The way that both teams push the ball so fast up the court, I'm just swinging my head left and right all the time.
Yep, and there's again, you can catch the replays. Great stuff, and it's just good to see that the quality of the basketball we've seen. Both teams trying to move the ball well, both teams defending really well. Everything Chris is saying, second unit can't take care of the ball. I'm assuming, is he meaning that for Worcester? I'm not sure about that, Chris, but a few interesting comments coming up. Anyone that you want to mention or anything that's important to your club or your program, feel free. Any shout outs? We're not doing birthdays, are we? No, we're not going to do that yet.
I don't know, Matt. If it's someone's special birthday, you may need to do it. Spending the birthday watching the Rockets stream, it's a good treat.
Absolutely, yeah. Get your birthday shouts in. 26th of October, that's me. And again, another steal. And if you get a chance to see that again, you'll see how now Rockets are face guarding to try and make the ball lobbed, to make them lob it in. So see where number 11, Citota, is. She's forcing the ball over the heads. And that way, she's running into it. And now Rockets get their 5th steal in a row. And credit to the coaches as well, because seeing what Coach Luke has done, has really navigated his way through a tough patch, but he's done it defensively. because out of all their defence has come all the easy offence. 6-8 points in a row for Rockets has come from there, and equally for the Wolves, I think maybe 14, someone will correct me, 14 points on the free throw line because of the aggressiveness of how Worcester are going to the basket, and Rockets can't contain them without fouling. Cito gets 2 from the line. First one's good. And
straight in.
I'll tell you as well that this young lady was shooting at the academy. They did a shooting session. I was part of that session, and they had to make 10 threes in a row, and she did it quickly. And to make 10 threes in a row for someone of her capability just shows a mindset of, like, you know, this is the next stage for her. So what I love about watching this division, and there's so many young players, university, high school age players coming through, that we're seeing them continuing to develop their game. You're not just seeing the finished article, you're seeing different things happen from these players throughout the course of the season. More pressure from the Rockets now with zone press in.
5 seconds left in the first quarter.
Absolutely, and that's a great move, Batista, and she'll be disappointed not to get a foul on that one. Wow. Oh. So let me just, as we gather our breath here, Todd, and you have a look, I'm just going to have a quick look through there, and we're talking basketball docs, and Josh Thorne saying Reading need to keep pressuring, Worcester not liking it. Shout out to Reading Rockets from an instant replays. Yep, and this is our genius Ralston, who's behind. You want to say he's on the decks, but he's not on the decks. They don't do the decks, do they? That's like what we used to do in the good old days. And yeah, B-Ball Doc. Shout out to Coach Luca for the full court press. And Kieran Howe, the referees are earning their money today. And what I hope Kieran is referring to is the fact they've got to run up and down. And that's absolutely something that we're now, what I really like to see, and we're going to do this in the future, getting the refs mic'd up, or the coaches. I think it brings another dimension to the game. And maybe we have to have a bit of a warning for the other coaches to say, you're on mic, young man or young lady, so be careful. But, you know, I don't think we talk about that enough, about the officials' fitness and how they have to be ahead of the game, especially a game like this, Todd.
Oh, when it's going back and forth as fast as it is, Matt. I mean, the fitness levels of the officials is really impressive. They're never behind the play. They're always in front of it, ready for it, which is unbelievable. Yeah,
and you know, when you actually watch the officials working, they working collectively as a team as well. And I would say, as you start to watch more basketball, you'll see one of them has to always be ahead. The lead referee has to be ahead, so they're looking into the play. And then the second referee is the trail referee in 2. Most of the time, you'll see 3 referees working together. But I'm sure all the referees that know me well will be pleased that I'm giving them such a positive shout-out, because that's my reputation. And here we go. Okay. I will say to you, I'm not going to call out anything negative in the comments about referees made by anybody. I won't have it. Not on my watch. 125 of you enjoying yourselves. And if you have just joined us, you probably want to hit rewind. Can you rewind stuff on YouTube?
I think you can.
You scroll back or something?
You can scroll back and then...
Yeah, exactly. So you can scroll back. And if you have done, it's worth watching that first quarter. We are literally out of breath, and we're not even playing, and it's a 1-point game.
Head into this second quarter.
Yeah. Okay, Worcester start with the possession. Back screen, couple of switches between Jesse and Mia. Another hands in by Eva. Oh, Cito nearly ripped another one. Okay, they're interesting now. Yeah, here's the replay, and Cito just too much contact on that one. And that's the difficulty there, and we'll talk you through that a bit later on of what you'll be seeing. You'll see a lot of screens from Worcester's. Oh, another tip away by Cito. And she goes,
pace on the attack.
Pass. Great pass. If you can, watch that again. Candela, number 9, threw the ball ahead of Citota at pace.
Another
steal. And guess who's at the end of that one? And another great finish. Interesting now. Coach Emery's going to be thinking about what to do. Rockets are bodying up. They're in the passing lanes. Another steal, just fumbled away there by Shanice. As Sito with a big step around. Oh.
The pressure that the Rockets are putting on is almost pushing the Wolves to do something wrong, and they're making them make a play, Matt, every single time.
And Worcester managed to come up with that ball then and make a layup, but a tough one at that.
Both teams are not making it easy on one another with the amount of defense they're playing, Matt.
What a move. Oh. And it's a shame that it's missed. Sito with the three, and bingo. Extends the Rockets' lead, and that's what I was talking to you about, young lady who would lack the confidence to do that a year ago. Blocked by Eva.
Strong on-ball defense here, Matt.
And you can see the pace of the game is really tough for both teams to stay with. Good call. And Matt, you've never given an official constructive criticism while playing either. Yeah, and well, with the replays, we're just working on making that timing right. We'll try and show them as quick as we can, and we try not to interrupt the game. We're well aware of that. Thank you for all your advice. And that's it's certainly not something that we want to lose. The replays are just making this such a brilliant way to view our sport.
Shona Williams at the line now.
Yeah, absolutely, and great to see Division 1 women getting some real exposure, allowing a lot of people around the country. First free throw just missed. A lot of people around the country now able to dial in to see their friends and family. Worcester again make another free throw. So if you have just joined us, this is what looks like a close game is even closer than you think it was. Pick and roll by Redding. Candela gets to that little spot that she likes. And Candela, one of the best players in the league. Just generally good move, great finish.
Back and forth here, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. And tempo of the game, coaches changing tactics, trying to attack in different offenses, players learning each other's strengths now.
As you mentioned that, what does the impact of the coach have then, trying to keep changing their tactics and stuff? How would you go about that right in your situation there, Matt? What would you do?
Right, what a finish! What a finish! Finger roll layup. Back to a 1 point game. It's really interesting because the game's going to unfold, and right now neither of the coaches know how it's going to finish up. As Jessie Ford, Marlborough's finest, in her second year at JMA. Great to see her development, playing at a really good level of Division 1 women for another under 18. Inside play now, post offense, nice move inside. And timeout, I've missed that. I don't know who called that timeout, but I think I'm assuming that was probably Rockets to stop that. Let's have a look. It's their second timeout, whoever that was. And that's Rockets' final timeout with 6:38 to go in the half. Yeah, and British basketball senior, tidy finish from Carolina, yeah. And you're absolutely right. Josh Thorne puts the nail on it right there. Great to see teams playing hard defense, and he's absolutely right. And we had a bit of an imbalance at the beginning of the game when Rockets couldn't get the tempo and the intensity they wanted without fouling, and that's always the counter to that. And where Ryan and Coach Emery would have been saying to his team, be aggressive against them, be really aggressive, and cause Rockets to foul a lot. So Sitota, who's one of the lead players for the Rockets in that first half, finishing off a load of alerts, makes that three, and she's also on 2 fouls. So
17 points already for Sitota.
Absolutely, 17 and a half. But more than that, defensive steals as well. The Rockets' steals total will be in the double figures. And they'll be running on that. So Ryan Emery knows that he's played against a very, very good Rockets defense, and he's down 1, and we're not even halfway through the second quarter yet. So I think we're going to see this game interestingly, strategically play out in the second half. We've got all the bluster of the energy and the effort and the emotion right now. We're going to see some second half different strategies. We're going to see some, I imagine we'll start seeing some zone. Players will start getting fatigued as well.
Yeah, I was going to just mention that. We said at the start about the effect of COVID and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the tempo of this game has been blistering so far, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right. And it'll be interesting to see, because what normally happens in that what a move.
Means so much to the Rockets bench as well. You see them on the bench going mental for that move.
Corianne Burgess on the...
And here we go for the replay.
One of the other fellow power forwards of the team. She's in the power forwards club. And when your teammate does something like that, you celebrate hard, because you've been training against them for months and getting both sides of that. Referee just checking that basket was good by Galia. Really nice move as well with her left hand. And those of you that watched the GB senior men in their win saw Luke Nelson win over Germany with his left-hand layup, and you just saw Division 1 women Galia go into her left, hook it in with her left hand and one. Good defense by Rockets, but they leave open Batista, and she wanted another one. Nice step through, finds us Worcester really doing a great job playing the game inside out as well. They're finding the post. Good move again.
And foul by Layla Hall there, Matt.
Yeah, and that's a great matchup as well, because Layla's tall, long, rangy athlete. She's going to change a lot of shots. She's going to make players worried when they go in to try and score. And Galia, takes her first free throw and makes it. Very experienced.
Extends the Rockets' lead to 5 as well, Matt.
Yeah, unbelievable. It feels like it's a 50-point game, doesn't it, either way?
Makes both of them.
And Tanya Lacey, go Estella. Worcester Wolves all day, number 7, yeah. I won't tell her now, because she's involved, but she'll appreciate that. Another hands away. Great defense. Ball. Oh, what a pass by Siowa.
From the floor, just through.
16 years old and managing herself really, really well. As Candela goes inside, finds her teammate. Yep.
Travel called.
Yeah, good call.
Incoming replay there of that.
Yeah, and you're going to just see her feet just shuffle both of her feet. It's really well officiated. I'm sure Andy Rowlands will be pleased with me for saying that. Oh. Yeah, you just see the sportsmanship there of Sitota giving the ball, just giving a hand to her fellow competitor. Worcester on the right-hand side, one-on-one. Through the middle, there's Layla with a long 2. Just comes out, great clean rebound, and Rockets again are off and running.
We see that pace again of Sitota just pushing the ball up there, Matt.
Yeah, and she's been left open. Just misses that one, but good shot to see her take that one. The 150 watching, and let us know what you think. You've probably seen if you're a regular Division 1, well refereed as well. If you're a regular women's WNBL watcher, then tell us what you think. We've got other games going on today. I think we've got an Ipswich Thames Valley game as Candela steps through. What a move.
Oh, travel.
What a move.
Travel called there, Matt.
Yeah, and the replays will either tell you about that one, but very difficult to get that one right. Really clever footwork as well. And especially now when we've got the 0 step in, so players allowed an extra step on the end of their dribble. Still a relatively new rule for us all over here. Yeah, and good rebound by Worcester. It's another offensive rebound. Cito just dropped it, just he wasn't all ready for it, and Worcester are off and running. Tough finishing from under the big trees. Syra whacks it out of bounds, lets her team recover to go 5-5. Rockets 4-point lead. 4 minutes to go. Good out of bounds again by Worcester. Another offensive rebound throw. Oh, wow, what a move.
I'm saying that quite a bit there, Matt, today. It's been a fantastic game so far.
Yeah, Candela with the soft hand, soft touch. And here goes Ishmael Fontaine, who's joining us. Ish, he goes
blocked by Ava.
Yeah, but Ish goes into my Danny Carter department of will always give you an opinion, which is what we like to hear. So Ish says, get into the paint, missing open players on the perimeter, drive and kick, he's saying, drive and kick. So easy from here, isn't it, Ish?
So easy from home,
yeah,
watching
exactly.
in.
I find that. I'm a brilliant player when I'm watching. Oh. Tough call there.
Ava loose on at the line.
And Yao to be disappointed with that as well. She just made an incredible post move that flicked it over her head. And then she just reached in a little bit too close to Ava, went into her cylinder. Yeah, and Ruth Vibes is saying, great game. Reading doing really well to stop the ball being in Shanice's hands, as she's been deadly in other games. So, yeah, and there we go, right on cue. And
she
just
makes
for
it.
you, she makes it. So, into the last 3 minutes, and this is a 2-point game. Syra takes it up against Yaud. Looking for ball screen with Eva. Syra finds the corner. Into Galia, stops and pops it. Big move, big finish. Great inside battle.
And again.
Yeah. And Shanice I think she got hit on the head, and she's probably not very happy with that. What?
Oh.
Yeah, foul called. And yeah, she needs to be disappointed with that. She went to the basket and got what she thought was got hit, went down the other end, and then gets called for a foul. Tough one. We've absolutely now got, Coach Greg as well. Worcester exposed on that ball screen. Yeah, a lot of ball screen action as well, and many coaches are sharing the chat as well. Really interesting to see how teams are using it offensively and defensively. Candela with that another little 15-footer that she regularly makes, and just came up with it as well.
Gets the steal.
Yeah, and that's the calmness and the quality. Inside. Oh, just missed. Yeah,
Syra.
Open three. Bingo.
Right.
San Francisco. Great make from her. And just great to see, Fadil Fredericks, is this a full-length court? It seems short. That's just the speed of the players. Yep, totally regulation. I'd even tell you the meterage, and if my dad was here, he'd tell you exactly what it was. And anyone that knows me would say he will know exactly what that is. But yeah, full international length, you'll be pleased to know. And John Hobbs as well, the voice, John Hobbs, who's BBL coverage and EBL one, and one of the key commentators behind NBL Live. Yeah, you're absolutely right, John. More WNBL 1 coverage needed. You're absolutely right. Good pick and roll defense that time. Yeah, that's great.
Rockets on the break here.
For those of you who are watching that, this is a lot of emotion in this game. Good coverage by Daisy. Tough matchup on Batista. Good hands on it. Wide open. Back to a 1-point game. Yeah, Fadil, you are right. Worcester Wolves are always given 100%. And if we could judge that percent, it would be incredibly high, especially in this game. Yeah, Worcester now gone zone, little show of zone. And Daisy just mishandled that one. Finds Eva. 1 second on the clock.
Oh.
Bingo! On the shot clock buzzer. Thompson falling over, flips it to Eva.
1 minute left in this first half.
And exhausting, isn't it? And you've seen the foul switch as well. Rockets only fouled twice in this quarter. Worcester with 4.
Foul by Daisy there.
Yeah, and again, that's where you've got the guards caught with the switch. And in comes Heather Maxwell for her first court appearance, number 12. Heather back for a second appearance from being out a year with annoying surgery and injuries. Made a appearance last week, I think.
Yeah, she played at Ipswich for a bit.
Yeah.
First one's good. And going back to Heather, it's been amazing to see her in her development from the injury. Yeah. When she's come back.
Yeah, I mean, great for a local girl as well from Maiden Early, just up the road from here. Then came to JMA for sixth form. Second free throw to make it a 5-point game. Gemma is her full name San Francisco. I just realised her full name Saiwa is her first name, and San Francisco. Yeah, and as we said that, she's gone out.
43 seconds left in this first half, which has seemed to be an absolute whirlwind.
Yeah, and everything Chris is seeing that inside to Heather. She kicks it back out. Both teams little zone now, and Reading getting a wide open shot against it. Sitota with swarming on ball defense, and another steal by the Rockets. Great to see. Good handling. Will Rockets know about the shot clock as Eva drops it? Can Worcester get a shot off him before this goes 2-1? She has. Oh. Well, as everyone settles down to take what is an absolutely well-earned rest, we have got Rockets with back to a 7-point lead after coming back at Worcester. After coming back at Rockets, who came back at Worcester.
It's been like a yo-yo.
It has been a really fantastic first half of basketball. And we've got 87 points that we've witnessed between both teams. And one of the things that I think we're going to be looking out for is some of you seen it in the chat. We're looking at teams changing the style of defense they're playing, changing the intensity, changing the way that they pick up the ball full court. We're seeing that from Rockets in terms of 5 team fouls really, really early on and giving Worcester 15, 16 free throws. And then we're seeing a much more disciplined Rockets team. And Worcester have been incredibly resilient with this group. So, people that are picking up on that in the chat, I think, well done. I hope you get a really good view of it. And we're going to take a short break in a minute, Todd. And we're going to see some of the replays from the first half. So enjoy those.
Welcome back, everyone. And Matt, can you just talk to us? Can you just talk to me slightly about that sponsored Drake Outdoor Gym Company, our streaming sponsor?
Yeah, I'd love to. Ex-university friend of mine, Matt Delaney, and his wife Georgie have very kindly sponsored the stream, and the ability to get such high quality staff and tech as well. I mean, the amount of tech that we're surrounded by is quite scary, really.
Oh, it's very scary.
Especially if you break anything, right, Todd? So just be careful.
Be careful, yeah.
But we've linked up with this a worldwide company that are putting gyms in all the parks that you see, and we've got a couple in Reading, a few near me, and they're really out. They're really into the activity and not just picking one sport, but for everyone to enjoy being active. And I think what a great way to be. And it's for us to link up with them, we're hoping to do some stuff in the future where we actually take some of the basketball sessions and we go and do some basketball and some activity, but maybe moving people's thoughts from it's not just about your sport. We're very tribal about our sport. Well, I'm a basketball player or a cricketer or whatever, but actually people being active is where we all win, right? So, yeah. And this is the mantra of TGO, and as a company, I've really enjoyed working with them, and flashy apps, and they're putting stuff in parks where you can touch screen and do workouts that are on there. I mean,
can't you also do the one where your activity actually charges your phone? Is that the right one?
It's crazy, isn't it? You can plug your phone in. I mean, I'm not sure is that good. My son would be on it. He would just be like putting Fortnite on his phone and just keeping it going forever. He'd be there all night. But yeah, you've got the ability to charge your phone and all the other cool stuff as well. So yeah, I mean, it's great for us to talk about stuff like that. And he's an ex-Borough Road guy as well, so we know he's what is now Brunel University, but he's a proper Borough Road guy and very well educated man. So thanks to Matt and Georgie Delaney as we get kicked off or tipped off,
is it?
Thrown in, or what do we call the start of the second half in basketball?
I mean, you're on the basketball knowledge here, Matt. You're asking someone who doesn't really know, really.
Michael Hanson-Morris will know the answer to that, because he's just told us 21 points that Reading Rockets got off turnovers. So, good defence. Great defence by Worcester on that second half of that possession. First half, not so good. And we got some stuff at half-time. Still great defence on that pick and roll, but a great pass by Batista as well. Outlet, Candela's on the run. Right underneath us. Yeah. And both teams in pick and roll offense has helped them on the great defense first possession by both teams as well. Jessie picking up Batista with another open three that she likes the look of that one. It just rims out and allows Sitota to run. Oh, good stop and pop. And Sito's missed 2 layups, which is really rare, but it tells you the sort of quality we've got. Rockets have managed to get to the rim twice. So Coach Emery will be looking at that. They're 7 down. They don't want to go 15 down in any game like this. There's a long way back, especially in the second half when you've played so many minutes. So tired. And Rockets continue to trap the ball in that zone press. Yeah, no, we do apologise to you guys. I know that the view here isn't as good as it could be, and we can only apologise for that because the school decided to build a wall without glass in it 13 years ago. So they have been told not to do that again. Great pass. What a move. Reversal ball slipped out. Sito in control. Worcester come back. Batista inside to Eva. Great cut by Candela. Back to Eva. Just missed. Rockets 4 wide open looks. Oh, nice pass ahead. Oh, just outside the rim.
Sito grabbing the ball, running up the court again. What a first half it was from Sito, wasn't it?
Jessie finds underneath. And what we're seeing, Todd, now, we're seeing, the quality of finishing has just dipped in this first sort of few minutes. And we're seeing an effect, I think, of the intensity that teams have played with. Foul called on number 13 for Worcester.
Shayna Williams with the foul there.
Yeah. Tough one. Her first as well. Just goes over to a quick chat with her coach, with Ryan, and saying, I think she's having a chat, or she's saying, can you put my nose back in? Or, you know what these players are like? They're a lot tougher than we ever were. Not you, Todd. You're a youngster.
Oh, I don't know, mate. I wasn't particularly tougher when I was playing.
Nice pass.
Little scratch.
Wide open three, and Sito just raises her fist at that one. Rockets jump on it again.
Sito now with 20 points now, Matt.
20 points personal. Yeah. Oh, what a finish! What a finish! Amazing. Great finish for Worcester.
Yes, Estella there with the finish.
Yeah. Candela finds Jessie for the wide open two, and she
makes
cans it. Jessie Ford starting the second half. Good defense as well, Jessie. Those of you that, you know, so good defense. Rockets all over this.
The hustle in this.
And Batista looks at another three, kicks it out. Shanice with the three, back rim. Who comes up with it? Guess what? What a move. What great footwork. Jessie Ford picks it up, gets it out of there. Candela on the run. Great play by Jessie in the last couple of minutes.
Great pass.
What a pass. Sito with the assist, Saira with the layup. Young Saira, 16 years old, making a really good impression, particularly defensively, but knocked down that three early. Just fumbled out of bounds. And we said about the important part of that. There it is, there's the back door, and Batista just turned her head. And as all the coaches are teaching, if your player turns their head, make sure you relocate to where they can't find you again, which is exactly what we just saw. Pick and roll again. Nice inside passing. That might be the best offense, followed by some great defense. And Jessie just misses the little chippy. Good rebound. And there we go to see again. The player rebounding the ball for Worcester is on starting the drive as well. Really difficult to defend that. Yeah, we're going to just go back to the comments as well. And everything, Chris. Very lively in the comments. Reading's trapping is superb. Foul and the foul. Yeah, really good cut from Worcester. Great pass.
With Marquez with the finish there, very strong.
Tough. Marquez had a really good game so far, Todd, and just at the right time as Rockets went 12 up, had a chance to go 14 up, and Worcester make the bucket and get one free throw to come. Saw the replay there where Candela, too much body. Out goes Candela. Again, always puts together a really tidy performance.
Always great for the young players as well, as a leader on the court.
Yeah, absolutely, Todd. She's not old herself. I think she's only 23 or 22. Sito at full speed. Difficult to defend against. And here come Worcester. Good defense by Jessie Ford, standing her up. And they've got Sito on the run again. Just overcooked it. Batista picks her up one-on-one. Inside, mismatch. Galia with the step through and one. Really good play. And you'll see Sito just saying to Jessie as well, saying, look, get out the way. She's got a mismatch on her. Galia was caught with a guard. And here you can see the way she just steps through. Tough to defend that with someone who's Galia's 6'1". Good rebound by Shanice. And Batista controlling it. This is that 13-point gap that Rockets have built. Really well managed half-time by Coach Luca.
And there's a foul off the ball there, Matt.
And what you saw there is what happens if you're too small, Todd. So Saira just got bumped and went sideways. So, as they would say, she made the most of her position there. Here we go.
So with the ball underneath us here.
Yeah, good pass as well. Jessie looking to attack, goes in, flips it up with the left, gets her own rebound. Oh, ripped away. And off we go, Worcester. 2 on 3. Somehow finds Shanice. It's deflected again by Sito. Probably has 100 deflections. Left-hand layup at pace. And any young player watching, Sito, 17, 18 years old, anyone watching that, look at the speed that she attacks in half court.
Sito with a 6 steal there, Matt. 6 steal.
And it feels like she's got 60. Oh, nice move. What a nice move.
Great move there from Shona Williams.
Yeah. And Shona's done a really nice job in this game as well. Not just rebounding, but she's got that dribble inside, spin to the outside, little layup. Syra kicking it out. Rockets with the dribble handoff. Goes into the pick and roll. Jessie pulls the trigger from just inside and nothing but net. Again, Jessie is like used almost as the 3 in this lineup at 6 foot, long defender, good perimeter shooter. Another good move as well. And you'll see Sito's 3rd foul, I think that is, Todd. Coach
yeah, that
Greg,
will be her 3rd foul there, Matt. Great knowledge.
I told you, didn't I?
Doesn't miss a thing there, Matt. Don't miss a thing.
I miss, as many people will tell you, I miss many things. Coach Greg, Reading have made some threes early in this half. They have to look for that more to exploit Worcester collapsing so hard. Yeah. Chester Donnelly comes in with WNBL, looks as good as WBBL. There's not an obvious difference in standard. Interesting points.
Marquez makes the first one.
Yeah. Todd, what's the free throws for Worcester? They don't feel as though they've missed hardly any.
16 for 21.
Yeah, really good numbers.
Makes them both.
17 for 22 from the line when you've scored 50 points and you've got 17 from the line. That's a really, really good stat for Worcester. As Syra handles the ball in the ball screen. Worcester cover it. They collapse. Oh, Eva just missed Sito wide open. Thompson reverses it. And into single digits. What a nice move by Galio. Just misses the layup. And here come Worcester.
Layla Hall's been checked in as well there, Matt.
Yeah.
For Shona Williams.
Yeah, and I think coach is gonna play that because he needs some size. He needs to control his rebounds. They're 13 adrift, but another steal. You know what's really impressed me about this Rockets performance? Good pass by Thompson, and in goes Sito, gets her own rebound, out of bounds. What's really impressed me is the amount of deflections this Rockets team are getting. You know, for a relatively young group as well. They're right in the spot all the time, just making it tough to make any sort of pass. Run the offense to get Thompson, that little jump shot, doesn't take it. Galia finds Eva. Galia on the run with the little lefty and makes it. Stretches the lead to 15. Everything Chris is back. Oh, Isaac Omerin. Oh yeah, Isaac. Obviously, Mia Thompson still sporting the blue socks from Richmond days as well. You'll be proud to see that. I don't know whether she got them from Richmond, Isaac, but great to see her in there. It wasn't long ago where we were talking about young Mia coming to the academy, and now look at her playing Division 1. Looked super confident. Made a couple of great passes.
Terrific shooter is Mia, isn't it?
Oh, unbelievable, yeah. We'll be off to university next year. Whichever university she goes to, be pleased to have her. Great pass from the corner, and who will come up with that? Great hustle by Worcester. They really needed that one. And Bautista looks at the 3, and it just rims out. And everything Chris has said there, Bautista needs to shoot more. You're absolutely right. And she banged that one first quarter, and it really sent her team flying with their energy. They need her to come back and just drop. If she drops a couple of those, it'll be a different game. What a spin. What a move by Sitota. That's worth reverse scrolling, or whatever you call it. Rewinding?
Rewinding, I think it's the best way.
Rewind the VHS.
That's
there you go. Isaac, just for you. Mia comes in, blocks a shot, gets a rebound. She'll run to the corner now. She'll be wide open for this three. Let's see. Sila inside, finds her. Oh, look at that.
Matt Psychic. Matt Psychic.
Just for you. Just for you, Isaac. It's almost like we saw that ahead of the game, Isaac. You saw that about 2 years ago. Yeah, I'm trying to keep hold of the comments. You're right. I think they're trying to get Batista is, tough, but this Rockets defense is much, much better. They've built a 20-point lead on that and been tough for Worcester to get a really good shot. And when they have, they've worked so incredibly hard to get open that,
As we just see the replay there of Sitota's.
Yeah. Great to see skill, isn't it? Great to see skill. Even better to see young skill. Old skill, we're not bothered about. Young skill, we really like. In comes Heather Maxwell, and Naya's come back in. So this is a full academy team at the moment.
Worcester with some subs as well.
Yep, all under 18.
Shanice brought back in.
Yep, good spot.
As well as Jessie Rowlands as well.
Yeah, Jessie's back in. Interesting time of the game now. Got a minute to go in the third. Worcester really need a little run, and I'm sure Shanice will. Shanice, the first thing she did was attack. Good balanced athlete as well, Shanice. Baseline ball on it. 2 shots. Rockets' 5th team foul. Shanice goes to the line for 2. Yeah, I mean, what a beautiful stroke as well. Looks like a really competent shooter. Feels comfortable there. Yep, drops the second one in. British basketball scene saying, "Known Ryan Emery won't be happy about this for next week." Well, I'll say to you that there is a lot of basketball left in this game yet. And as comes Mia, she's gonna, nice pass to Naya, reversal. Still got 10 seconds into Heather. Kicks it out. 6 seconds to go, good screen by Heather. 3 by Sito just comes out, and Batista with the rebound. 30 seconds to go. Transition, Rockets defense. Oh,
Mia picking up the steal.
Comes out with it, turns it over.
20 seconds left in this third quarter.
Sito has just picked another pocket.
7th steal there from Sito.
Yeah. And there's Heather playing with Sito. 10 seconds. Sito sees the clock. It's an important shot to get. Sito just lines one up. It doesn't go, but she took the right shot. She's frustrated with that, but she took the right shot. Coach will be all right with that, I think. As he throws his clipboard.
Throws his clipboard across
No, he wouldn't do that. Not Coach Luca. He would just put his hands on his hips.
Cool and collected is Luca. Yeah. And that wraps up the third quarter there, Matt.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we'll just quickly go to the comments. Worcester about to get sent to Reading Prison tonight. I don't think it's that bad, Coach Chris. Ruth, Worcester guards are not timing well off the screens, but whether that's based on Rockets' defence to a point with an emoji that looks like someone going, I think you're right. I think that is, it's really interesting to look at that. If you look at Worcester when they run pick and roll defence and you watch how the Rockets are defending it, they're really hard, aggressive defence against it. So the guard players, they're struggling to get what they got early on in the first half. I think the coach Luca's done a really nice job there in just managing the small bits about our offense. And equally then when you look at how Worcester are defending, we're still finding, Rockets are still finding a lot of shots against their defense at the moment. So that Worcester defense that they had and that they had a really good period of, they've just lost a little bit of confidence in that. And I thank you for your comments on that, but you're absolutely right. And Isaac, yeah, of course, Isaac is Mia Thompson's old coach from Richmond Knights. Richmond, who are producing loads of young talent at the moment, and great to see. And long may that continue, because we need more of that, especially on the girls' side as well. And me as a product of that, as there's many girls around the country now that are playing from such a great program. And yeah, Isaac, it was, you know, that's just what happens when you get old. You start to see calls like that, and you just hope they happen, don't you? You know the rhythm of the game. But great to see, and Mia wouldn't be doing that if it wasn't for all the work you and your brilliant club did with her as a young player, giving her the freedom to shoot it, and she's really carried that through. So that's great. So we've got Andrew Bushell, who says too many mistakes, and then says for Worcester. So yeah, and I think we go back to that comment, don't we, that Ruth Vibes was saying, that, you know, is that to do with the pressure of this young Rockets defense, that their hands and steals, and there's a coach Titmus used to say that it's not just about the steal, it's about the deflection, just to show that you're in the right place. Rockets have had so many deflections as well as pure steals. So, you know, let's just see what Coach Emery's done now. He's got 10 minutes. He's down 18 in a game that they weren't. You know, this was a close game. So we know Worcester can compete. And let's see how Reading start this fourth quarter, because if Worcester get on a little run, this game could be interesting. Good defense. There it is again. There's the post defense. You'll see the pick and roll defense. Great pass. That's a great pass. You'll see now where Sito slowed herself down, waited for Eva, put it on a plate. Eva just finger rolls it off the backboard. Good attack by Jessie. Another post offense. 2 shots called. And, everything, Chris, as we've got a compliment, Todd.
Oh, get in.
Yeah,
we'll take that.
He said, your hair looks lovely. No, he didn't really. Oh. He said, great commentary, and he's really enjoyed it. So, yeah, we hope you enjoy it. That's our job.
First one good there from Shona.
Worcester free throw machine trundles on. They must be nearly up to 20 points. Are they on the free throw line, Todd?
Exactly 20, Matt.
Oh, really? And they missed that one just to keep it on a round number, because some people out there don't like odd numbers. Okay, here we go. Worcester now.
Gallier's free.
This is going to be a really, really interesting time, because Coach Emery has now pulled the trap button. He's pressed the button to say, right, we've got to go for it now. In 9 minutes down, so we're going to expect to see Worcester defending and coming up with some stuff. So let's see how Rockets handle that. Good defense so far, keeping the ball outside them. The 3 goes up. Oh, good rebound, and it drops in.
Marquez finishing that.
Yeah. Naya in transition, beats 2, beats 3, puts it on a plate again. Eva with the layup and 1. And this is about action and reaction, and not to get too deep into it, but this is about the players understanding what your opposition are trying to do. And you can see it's a great pass, and Eva with a really nice finish. Tough call as well, but good attack by Naya. Again, first year at JMA, as well as Eva here, both 16. Doing a really good job. Come a long way from just the beginnings of joining us. Great to see the advance of the young ladies playing loads of minutes in Division 1. It's great. Such a good competition for young players. We've got the panic of making sure that the subs. For those of you that are aficionados of the substitution, they would usually go to the table, but COVID rules say that's not the best way to do it, so we don't anymore. Inside to Galia as well. Eve on the reversal to Thompson. Thompson dribble drive, spins, steps under, gets fouled, and she'll get 2 shots. Coach Emery, hands on his head, frustrated with that. Had a little moment there, didn't they, where they got a couple of steals, got their free throws. Mia will be one of the best free throw shooters in the country at any age, in any division of any gender. She will definitely make this one. Phew.
That would have been really embarrassing for you there, Matt. You just...
Yeah, full of confidence. So Batista comes down. 21 down, 21 adrift, and if you just turned in, this is not a 21-point game difference. Well, I know it is, but you understand what I'm saying, and you'll see.
It doesn't feel like it. Doesn't feel like a 21-point game at all, Matt. It's been back and forth like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, and that replay, you're going to see the speed of Sito. Great, great effort. Worcester defending it. But it's so difficult to play, and it's one of the things that coaches are teaching young players now. Go quickly, do things quickly. Why? Because you're really hard to defend. So go quickly, use your skills at pace. Sito misses that one. She won't miss 2 in a row. I'm chancing my arm here, aren't I, Todd?
You're playing roulette there, Matt.
There you go.
25 now for Sito.
Yeah, and a good 25 as well. I know that sounds easy to say, isn't it? But it's a good 25. She shot the ball well, taking good shots. Got free throws, attacked one-on-one. Bautista with a little teardrop, comes out. Jessie with the rebound, great pass out. Marquez penetrates, fumbled, and they're off and running. And Sito finds Galia, and it's another deuce. Again, Rockets defense really ruling the roost at the moment. Yeah, I was going to ask, Shanice, tough move, but good defense again. Out to Naya, she's being chased down, and Mia clears up the offensive rebound. Thompson does well with that one.
Timeout, right?
Yeah,
from Coach Emery.
Yeah, and Coach Emery is frustrated, and as you see shots of Worcester going into their timeout, and the players, again we see this a lot more. You see the players now involved. Coach Emery now just, wants to, he needs to do something slightly differently now. So he's seen that. He started to see what his team's done. They've had some really great passages of play in this game, and it looks, as you joined us, that it's the gap is certainly not a gap of energy and a gap of effort. It's just Rockets' defense has been really well managed. The energy's been there from the first minute. We've seen that, but it's been really interesting, Todd, to just see that how the impact of the coaches on these groups as well, because Coach Emery did one heck of a job to get his team when they were 6-0 down. Quick timeout, then they go 12-6 up. Did a really nice job, and I think it's not something that we talk about enough, And I think that's definitely something that we'll see, and we really enjoy that with the commentary, is really looking into the lives of the coaches and the decisions they make with the players that they use. And these are great divisions to see that as well. So let's keep an eye on that. Let's see how the coaches are reacting. We've got 7.5 minutes to go. Let's see how this game plays out. Josh Thorne in the comments. Keep it simple, Reading. And Michael Hanson-Morris, the stat man. There's definitely a song there somewhere. Sitota, 2 rebounds, short of a triple-double. And Michael, I can only apologise for Todd not noticing that earlier. I'm
not quick enough. I'll take that on me.
You won't beat Michael Hanson-Morris on stuff like that.
He's like the Flash.
Don't tell Mark I said it, but he's the best other co-commentator I've worked with. Don't take that personally, Todd.
If Mark's listening in, please comment. Please come in and comment.
Yeah, Kieran Howe. And I like it that the stream gives you such detail, like Charlie Haynes needs a new jacket, so we'll let him know. You know what, I saw that earlier, and the logo on the back started to come off. And I just thought, no, surely no one will see that. But yeah, thank you, Kieran. And thank you to Andy. Oh, what a pass. Daisy Thompson comes in, takes it straight out of bounds and throws an absolute peach of a pass to Eva. And now, Coach Thorne's on it. 1-3-1 defense by Reading.
Batista in the corner.
3, there you go. That's the right shot to get.
Rebound by Estella.
Yeah, and again, we're seeing really good coaching, isn't it? We're seeing that they're not giving Worcester the same look. Down to 2 seconds. Daisy in with the big trees. Naya. God, Good offense. Great pass by Batista. Really good basketball, Todd. Really, really good basketball. Really enjoyable. Coach Luca and Josh Thorne come straight out of there saying, Reading showing a 1-3-1 after makes, and he's spot on. And it's great to see Coach Luca's up by 26, but Worcester, they're not giving him another look, not playing the same way all the time, making Worcester try something different, just keeping them off balance. Cito up guarding the ball. Now it goes in. Natural help is there. Worcester end up throwing it out of bounds. Shanice loses her footing. Thompson there. Mia in good defensive position. And again, it's another turnover forced really by the coach on that one. Eva and Naya in the ball screen. Finds Cito. Finds Daisy in the corner. Backdoor cut. Fouled. Baseline ball. One of the things that Coach Luca really improves with his teams every year, the academy teams move the ball really well, but move the person as well. After the ball, you saw Daisy then in the corner, reverses it, cuts really hard and quickly. It's really good to see. Coach Luca's done a great job over the years he's been with us. Candela comes back into the game, bit of experience to navigate the last 6 minutes. Cito looking at the one-on-one, straight to Candela, finds Naya open on the free throw line, bingo. Really accomplished play, and the seniority of Candela.
Very composed there, very calm.
Good word. Cito's got a 156th steal. That's another one, that must be, Michael is...
That is her, she's on 10.
Really, so that could be triple-double watch then. Oh, I'm not believing you, Todd. I'll only believe Michael.
She needs 2 more rebounds now for a triple-double.
2 more rebounds, okay. And you know what? She won't care. Thompson with the wide-open 3, and that always goes in. Isaac knows that all too well. And there's another touch on the ball. That's what we're talking about. That's Cito getting a little deflection on it. Look at the defense now. Worcester shoot over it. Mia comes up with it. Can they attack? Daisy pushing. Candela ahead. Nothing on. Now we're into half-court offense. Cito finds Daisy. Nice offense. Again, Naya. Thompson.
Ball's moving around so
absolutely.
well.
Naya with the open one. Toes the line. Mia thinks she can get that rebound. She's nowhere near it. Yeah.
Foul by Mia there.
Yeah.
Just got her hand in the way there.
Yeah, but you see the first thing Cito goes over is, yeah, good luck. That's where we need to be. We need to be that way. And,
look at the replay just there.
Yeah, and Mia's bravely in there as well.
We see Layla Hall.
Yeah, and
coming back in with Yaud as well.
Yeah. Yaud had a really good spell last couple of minutes, and Layla finding a way in the game. And incredibly that this game's blown out to 30 as Worcester make what is only I think they've only made 2 threes in this game, but someone will correct us on that, or maybe you will, Todd.
I'm on it. Yes, 2 threes now.
And there's
straight reply.
Well, Thompson, unfortunately for Worcester, has got her eye in, as they say in the trade. She's now made her 2nd or 3rd 3 now, and if that's happening, she's going to make a load of them. So, as Coach Emery's going to say, girls, we just did a great job. We just scored. He's frustrated. He's saying to them, look, girls, we scored. We made a 3, and then we give up a 3 the other end. And if you're on the scouting report, the one thing you do with Mia Thompson is you don't let her shoot when she's wide open. And easier said than done.
We see it all the time in training. We've seen her all the time.
Absolutely.
Gets in early as well. She works on the game a lot.
Yeah,
I've seen it so much.
Great. No, yeah, great. I mean, I think only Ben Fisher gets to the venue earlier than Mia Thompson, right? That's the truth of it.
You arrive like 2 hours before the game, you may see Mia. You'll definitely see Ben Fisher. Ben Fisher's definitely there. Yeah.
There's a few people in the chat talking about, living and dying by the 3, but I think it's how you create the 3 that's the most important thing. And who is shooting it when? Because it's one thing when you've got teams that pump it up which is great. But if you're not making them, you're just giving the other team long rebounds and they're off and running. What you're seeing with this Rockets team now is they're finding the girl or the woman who's open. They're finding her, and the pass to her was really good. So you saw then Daisy Thompson gave a really nice pass to her. I think Galia gave another one, and Mia's catching it right in front of her, and that's what she does. It's a training shot, you know, and if you can get that, it's going to be tough. Mike Iverson. Fun fact, Rockets assistant coach is terrible. His team has gone 0-10 in a season before. Mike, nice to have your positive outlook on life. I won't tell you the first game I ever coached where we lost by 86.
First game.
But we won the last 30 seconds, 4-0.
That's all that matters in the end, though.
So we were on a run.
You ended the game so well.
Here's again, Rockets changing with zone. Layla under the rim causing problems. And Rockets have to foul. And where are we? We got end line ball. Yeah, no more fouls, okay. So that's what's coming from the benches.
Both teams on 4 fouls.
Layla underneath. Just too long on that one. And the shot clock runs out. Ball didn't hit the rim. Coach Greg thinks we could be looking at 100 here. Oh, wow. That just somehow got through to Naya. Nice pass. Candela sees Daisy, attacks, great pass.
Mia.
And that's what we're talking about. Nice job by Rockets. Yeah, Mia coming up with another one. Foul called. Yeah, I mean, good play. And again, what we've seen before, you see Daisy kicks the ball straight to Mia. We know Worcester recognise she's a shooting threat. They've come out of that timeout. They rush at her, so she's able to just drive past and make another pass.
Mia at the line again. Currently 100% from the line this season.
This season?
This season, yeah. Hasn't missed a free throw this season.
I told you, didn't I?
You told me.
Yeah. But, Todd, she was going to miss that one. Told you. She just did that for you to be quiet.
She basically told Todd, we don't need you anymore to say this anymore.
Yeah. And she's missed a pair, which she's never done in her life before, I guarantee that. So, back to Worcester, Batista's really well put together guard as well. Shoot the ball well, nice pass. That's another good looking three. Yeah.
Great there from Marquez though, missed the free, ran straight in and got her own rebound.
Yeah, and Marquez must have Thompson on the, Daisy Thompson on the run, kicks it to Mia Thompson, the Thompson twins, for all those of you that are old. You don't know what I'm talking about there, Todd, do you?
No, I'm completely clueless there, Matt, to be honest.
The Thompson twins has one for you. Down to 6 seconds. Oh, what a good move by Daisy. Reaches with the left hand. How many points has Marquez got so far, Todd?
Marquez is on 20 points.
Yeah, done really well. Again, the backcourt of Worcester, really comfortable shooting the three. Really comfortable driving, finding each other. Timeout again by Rockets this time. Josh Thorne is a great learning for Coach Emery and team versus the press, versus ball pressure and ball screen coverage. Yeah, and this all comes as part of the journey of young players and comes as the journey of coaches as well. It's one thing knowing that, how to play and knowing the theory of it, but it's another thing when you're faced with it for 30, 40 minutes. And teams that really throw that at you. And this is what's wonderful about this division. We're seeing some really great competition across the leagues, and we're seeing really good coaching. We're seeing players coming in and players out. Worcester missing, one of their strongest players today as well. So, what difference would that have in the game? Nobody knows. So, we just don't, do we? We just don't know what who's going to be playing. And we said roster. It's important. You'll see it in the Division 1 games and all the other games across NBL as well. You see players that are in, players that are out. So yeah, this is a really a real joy to watch. And you know, this is a Rockets have got the win and they've got the W in the right column, but there's so much on this game that both coaches are going to take away and go, right, well, that's not good enough. If we're going to compete at the end of the season in whatever type of playoffs or final league games there are, if we're going to compete, we need to be better at this and that and the other. So this is you're right, Josh, it's a great opportunity for them. Batista for 2. First one's good. 150 of you. Nearly on the chat in the dialed in live. As Batista drops 2 from 2. She continues with a decent game. She'll be frustrated with some of those open threes that she would normally have knocked down. Jessie with the overhandle. And 8 seconds. Chester, if you've been watching it and saying, you know, I think you'd be right there. Daisy Thompson with the Batista matchup now. Tough one for her. And yeah,
Marquez again.
Yeah, great stuff. Nice little Jessie now reverses it through Candela. Worcester trying to catch up. Just trying to... Good defense up by Worcester. Got Rockets down to the last 10 seconds. Oh, what a pass. 3 seconds against Jessie Ford, but again, much better defense by Worcester. Whole Rockets outside, 3-point line. Ball doesn't touch the lane until Candela puts it in, and then Jessie's a little bit too late. Oh. And that is Batista going at speed. Blocking foul against Thompson, I think. Not sure if we get to see that again. I'm sure we will look at that. Batista goes. Thompson steps in. Yep, good call. She's not quite established position. Good to see that Batista's up. Oh, Coach Emery on the court, which I think that means the player has to sub. But this will be one of those rules that somebody will tell me the real rule here. Yeah. So Batista subs. Batista goes out.
Shona Williams being brought back in.
So Shona Williams, because for those of you that are watching, Batista got a small injury and the coach went on the court to treat her as Shona shoots her first one. And makes it. And so Batista needed to leave the game just to check she's okay. She can sub straight back in again, but it means the person coming in shoots the free throws. So Shona's done well to make that first one. And there you go. Good return. Players are okay. And you're seeing now, great pass. Lefty layup by Daisy for her first 2 of the game. Coach is waiting for a sub. And in comes Batista. Jessie Rowlands goes out. And everyone, if you get a bit too excited in the chat, then go for a walk. We're watching WNBL 1. We're not watching the chat. So enjoy yourselves. But let's make sure we're doing the right stuff, talking about the right stuff. Social media's a tough one. Good defense, yeah. Good call. Really important now for the officials are doing it's a really difficult time. You've got frustrated teams that are playing now. They're trying to get back into a rhythm. Worcester really, you know, just trying to finish the game with the right feelings. And this is something that's very, very important. You travel across the continents and you see that the feelings that you play the game with and the feelings that you watch the game with are as important as what you do on the court. Marquez.
Consistent shooter today at the line.
Yeah. Yeah, and the
First miss from the free throw line from Marquez today.
Yeah, love your comments, guys, in that long. Whoa. Nearly a great looking pass between Daisy and Jessie. Batista in. Yaud, baseline drive, kicks it out. Marquez looking to create. Corner three, Yaud pushes it up. It's short.
Rebounded by Daisy.
Daisy with the, yeah, good rebounder on the push as well. What can she see? Nearly, yeah, good call. We talked about that early on as well, didn't we? Worcester did that really well. The rebounder driving out. So tough to play against. And yeah, Chester.
First one, no good from Daisy.
Just a bit right-sided on that one. Same time as well. Just missed both to the right. Batista comes up with it. We're into the last 100 seconds. That's a great move by Marquez. She's into her mid-20s, I think.
27 now.
Yeah, 27 points. But a really well put together 27. Thompson fakes the drive, stops and pops it. Jessie comes up with it.
As we come into the last minute and a half, Matt,
yep.
Who would you say has been your player of the game, or in the comment section? Just let us know.
Well, yeah, let's do that. Let's say if you're a Worcester fan or you're watching them, who would you say has stuck out for you for the Wolves today? Worcester with a long heritage of great university basketball as well. Tradition early on with the men in the BBL back in the day, and Mick Donovan, one of the from Worcester, put together an incredible program. Beautiful venue. If you've not been there, you need to go. Stunning venue in Worcester. Marquez drops that one in. And then who would you say is impressed from the Rockets as well, guys? So just give us some opinions. Yeah, I think Greg said, Sitota is someone we recognise. Yeah, Marquez, Andy Bushell, yeah, that's Marquez who we're talking about. Jessie for a three, just rims out. Good rebound. And Batista just runs away with it. Good defence by building the wall by Rockets defenders. Again, nice move. Jessie plucks that rebound out the air into the last minute. Important minutes for a lot of these youngsters as well.
Mia in the corner.
Thompson with a three, and it rare miss for her, but recycled by Rockets. Nice move by Naya. Just showed it to the corner as well. That's good skill.
Replay now.
Yeah, here we go. You just see the show and go, as we call it, as Naya drops in the first free throw. Yeah, Chester Bautista, excellent. Yeah, everything Chris saying he noticed Cyrus, San Francisco's, especially defensively as well, and distributing the ball as a point guard. Interesting, yeah. Like to see that. Oh, Chester says Bautista excellent as ever, yeah. So out of bounds for Rockets. Into the last 30 seconds, goes to Candela, who really likes that little baseline jumper now. Shoots it well normally. Marquez again comes up with it. Good defense, so.
Baptista in the corner.
Yeah, that's the one, isn't it? And she's frustrated at that one because that's the one she wanted for many other shots before. Thompson gets leveled on that one, and she's going to shoot a pair for that.
Replay coming in now, as you can see.
Yep. Interesting. Michael Hanson-Morris and Sitota for sure, but Maxwell also under the radar, really good game.
Thompson missed the first free throw.
Yep. And she's missed a pair. So into the last 7 seconds, and Worcester still chasing it out. Game's done.
Two.
Candela pumps it up on the buzzer just to finish the game. And so, Todd, it's only fitting that you say how you feel of your first ever game on the mic. And I'm going to ask you, what do you feel about that game? How do you feel about being in the chair?
Being in the chair for the first time, it's a very weird experience, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Calling this game with you, Matt, is always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
What a great get-out. What a great get-out.
On the debut with Matt Johnson, I mean, what more could you ask for?
Well, yeah, probably a lot more than that. But as you start to see Coach Luca in the background there, he's just debriefing the team. And, you know, and both coaches be saying, hey, we're not too high with the highs, we're not too low with the lows. You know, this is where we're back where we need to be, which is on the court. We're back in training, we're back in playing, we're contributing. There'll be people that will feel on both teams, I could have done better. There'll be people that say I've done well. So it's really important that you enjoy the moment of competition as well as all the players do and all the coaches do, and they really recognise that. It's also important that we recognise the referees and the table officials, and you know the as you see a close up with Coach Luca now, just saying, you know, well done to the girl, good win, but you know, a lot more to do. And I think this is a game that really could have changed shape as well. That third quarter for Rockets made such a difference. So, you know, we just like to say a big thank you to everyone that did. There's about 150 of you just regularly in there, and yep, great game. Isaac Sitoto was a problem. She's amazing. Liz Edwards, well done, Rockets. Great commentary as well. That's family friend, so of course. She means me, not you, Todd. Kieran, Greg, Josh, Naomi Campbell just coming in there. Some really big names for the game. So we want to say a big thank you from JMA. There's other games going on across the streams as well, so make sure you dial into those. Big thank you for all your support and all your energy and enthusiasm. We thank the sponsors of TGO, great outdoor gym company. Without them, you know, these things are made a lot harder to do. Thank you to JMA and the Academy for letting us be here as well, and to Ben Fisher and all the great COVID work that's been done behind the scenes, and to you, Todd, as well. A big thank you for you and for your handsome good looks and your hair that's been well noticed on the stream.
Oh, brilliant.
A big thank you to you, and really nice to spend that time with you.
It's been amazing to spend the afternoon here calling this game. Just to let you all know also, we've got another game on later at the Rockets as we take on the Leicester Warriors later on as our D1 men. And let's enjoy the replays now, and we'll see you next time.
Absolutely. Enjoy those replays, and thanks to all the staff here as well.